All right, guys, today's the day. 3-5, no limit hold'em at Live Casino, vloggers only meetup game. Thank you to Live Casino for putting this on. Let's get down there. What's up, guys? It's me, Tony G, coming to you from Live Hotel and Casino. This is episode 150 of my poker vlog. I'm in the poker room, and it's a special day because we're having a vloggers meetup game. Thank you to Live for putting this together. I guess they got a bunch of local vloggers together. I'm not sure who's going to be here other than ESP, Evan Stewart Paul himself. Check his link, description down below for his channel. We're playing 3-5 no limit. That's right, not 1-3, 3-5. No limit. Not sure what I'm buying in for yet, but it's starting in about 45 minutes. I hope you guys enjoy it. Let's go. All right, do me a favor. Before we get into the episode, if you're new here, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. Helps out the channel, helps out the algorithm, and I really appreciate it. If you're not new here, thanks for coming back. I appreciate the support, and thank you for everybody who supported the Felt Life store. Description down below. Go grab yourself some merchandise, card protector, hat, hoodie, etc. Again, I appreciate it. Let's get back into the episode. You know you're in a degenerate casino when the fire alarm goes off and it's giving you instructions and nobody moves out of their seat at the tables, at the slot machines. It's craziness. Well, let's get into the poker room. Okay, nothing crazy this first hand. That's why there's no graphics. That's why there's anything crazy going on. I just opened it up to 15 after it folds to me. And I believe I only get one caller. I was just getting my phone out to write notes down. And we're heads up to the flop. I flop a jack. I bet into the guy because I am first to act. And he looks at his cards and says, nah, this isn't a good first hand, and folds. And we'll take it down. No big deal. Okay, a couple orbits later, I have pocket aces. That's right, American Airlines in middle position. It gets to me, and I make it $30 to go. And after a couple folds, only the under the gun, I believe he was, calls. So we're heads up to the flop, and the flop is deuce, 6, queen with 2 clubs. This is a very good flop for us. Feel like I'm pretty good still, and it checks it over to me. So this time, I'm just going to c-bet 30 again, hoping he calls, and he does. He calls. So we're off to the turn, and the turn is the 3 of hearts, meaningless card other than backdoor straight possibilities. But anyway, he checks it over to me again. And this time I size up a little bit, but not too much. I make it $45 to go. And this time he does think about it for a second and literally scratching his head. But he says, okay, one more card, let's go. And it gets better for us. It's the ace of diamonds. We got this thing locked up, I'm pretty sure. So, again, I size up a little bit after he checks it over to me, and I make it 50. And he just decides to muck, and we'll take down that pot. Let me know if I could have got more money out of these pocket aces. Comment down below. Okay, this hand is pretty special in the fact that I get into it at the end with Bet on Drew. He's a pretty famous Twitch streamer. Go in the description down below. Check his channel out and tell him Tony G 410 sent you. Okay, now in this hand, I have King Queen, and it gets to me, and I make it $15, and 3 other people, including Bet on Drew, call. So we're going 4 ways to the flop, and the flop is okay. It's Queen, Ace, 7, Rainbow. Obviously, we have Queen with a King kicker there, but the Ace does beat us right now. And it checks around to me, and I decide to go ahead and check with the Ace on the board, and it checks to the turn. The turn is another Ace. So Ace of Clubs this time. That means there's 2 less out there. Unfortunately, I don't have any of them. It checks over to me, though. And I decide on a bet of $20, and everybody but Bet on Drew folds. Drew says, all right, let's go, 1 more card. So we're heads up to the river. The river, I felt like it didn't change anything. It's the 9 of hearts. And Drew thinks about it for 15, 20 seconds, and he does decide to check to me. I throw out a bet of $40, and I sped it up here a little bit. He's thinking, he's like, man, I guess I'm going to pay you off. I show the board there as he's saying it, and ultimately he does call. He says, all right, I'm just going to pay you off. It'll make it good for a good vlog hand. And after he says, I call, I flip it over, and we both are like, man, we played that trash. And he shows King, Queen himself, and hey, we'll chop a pot. It's better than losing, right? Okay, I get into this hand with the Cowboys. Pocket Kings, second best hand in all of poker. I get into this hand with ESP to my right. That's Evan Stewart Paul. Go check his link in the description down below. Gets to me, I make it $75 to go. He calls, and the guy across from me calls. And we're 3 ways to the flop, which is 9, 8, deuce, rainbow. It checks to me, and I decide to throw out a bet of $100. Everybody folds, and I'll be more than happy to take down an extra $150 I did not put into the pot with my kings. Just one of those things. Sometimes my kings get cracked, and I feel like my bet sizing was good. Let me know in the description down below. All right, guys, mid-session update. Things are going well. We got Bet on Drew here, who's got more subscribers than me, which is pretty awesome. Go check him out. Evan Stewart Paul and a couple new guys. We're up a little bit, about $200 right now. Had kings once, aces once. Let's keep this run good going. Okay, this hand was dealt to me as I was walking back up to the table after I went to the bathroom, so I didn't hit record, and now I really regret it. Okay, in the big blind with King, Queen of Hearts, I make it 20 to go, and I'm heads up with the guy to my left from the army. He's under the gun. Flop is Queen, King, 8. I have top pair. I bet 35, and he raises to 70. I call, and the turn is the 8 of clubs. I bet $75, and he calls quickly. The river is the Queen of clubs. I bet 125 now, and he tanks for a good 3 minutes. And after he looks at his cards again, says, oh shit, I'm so sorry. I swear I'm not slow rolling you, and shows Queen 10 for the full house. And we lose a very decent sized pot. After that hand, I tried climbing back as best as possible, and whenever I got a good hand and hit the flop, I just didn't get any action, and that's how it is in this hand. So with pocket sevens here on the button, it gets around to me, and I'm deciding what I want to raise it up to because everybody limped, and I make it $15 to go. So after I make it 15, the small blind calls, the under the gun calls, and I believe the cutoff calls. So we're 4 ways to the flop, and the flop is very, very very favorable compared to what we've been hitting. It's 8-7-4 with 2 clubs. That's right, we flopped a set. It is middle set, but we flopped a set. It checks all the way around to me, and I decide on a bet of $25, and it folds to the jean jacket over there across from me, and he says, "How much do you have? What is that weird stack?" I was starting a chip tower, and I said, "Oh no, I don't have that much left after that beating." I was just, messing around with the guy next to me, and he says, "Oh, okay, yeah, I couldn't fully tell. Nah, it's not worth it. I'm folding, and we'll take down the small pot." Well, I hope you guys enjoyed that. If you did, make sure you hit those like and subscribe buttons. Leave me a comment down below. Tell me what you liked and what you didn't like, and I'll see you in the next episode. And don't forget, it doesn't matter how you're living your life, as long as you're living the felt life.